Dear students, here is the time for social science. Okay, we have three parts to cover in social science. So, today we are going to start the first chapter from part 1. Okay, so the first chapter related with the history. Shall we start? So, the name of the chapter is Europe in Transition, which means the rebirth of Europe. Okay, have you heard about Europe? What is Europe? Yeah, it is a continent like our Asia, Africa, America, etc. So, we are going to study the condition of modern Europe in comparing with the medieval Europe. Okay, we know that the medieval world was ruled by an empire called Roman Empire. What is it? Roman Empire. So, the Roman Empire ruled by many rulers and they ruled based on the Christian religious ideologies. Okay, the Roman Empire ruled by many rulers based on the religious ideologies. Okay, they ruled over about 450 years. But in the year of 1453, the great Roman Empire declined by the Arabs or Turks. They conquered the capital of Roman Empire, which is Constantinople. The name of the capital of Roman Empire is Constantinople. Okay, so the Arabs conquered the Constantinople and they captured all places of Roman Empire. Okay, and began to rule by another name, that is Ottoman Empire. So the medieval Europe throughout the world ruled by an empire called Roman Empire. Okay, based on the Christian religious ideology. But in the year of 1453, the great Roman Empire captured by Arabs. Okay, then this is an introduction of the chapter. So let's start our chapter by showing some pictures. All of you listen the pictures. Have you seen this picture before? Yeah, it's the picture of a monument called Hagia Sophia. These are the pictures of a monument called Hagia Sophia. So you can see the picture of Hagia Sophia in the 7th page of your textbook. So the first page of your textbook. So do you know the importance of Hagia Sophia? You know that Hagia Sophia, I told you, it's a monument of medieval Europe situated in Constantinople, current Istanbul. Okay, so let's see the importance of Hagia Sophia. I give you a detailed information of Hagia Sophia. All of you listen. It is a monument of medieval Europe. The first feature. At the time of the Roman Empire, it was a church. It was a church during the period of Roman Empire built by a ruler namely Justinian I. He was the builder of Hagia Sophia. Okay, then after the conquest of Ottoman Empire, the Arabs, it rebuilt as a mosque. Okay, during the Roman Empire, during the medieval Roman Empire, Hagia Sophia was a church built by Justinian I. After the fall of Roman Empire, the Arabs rebuilt as a mosque. But now it is preserved as a museum. In current days, Hagia Sophia preserved as a museum. Okay, this monument situated in medieval Constantinople. I told you Constantinople was the capital of Roman Empire. Today's Istanbul. Okay. Then all of you before that all of you listen the map which shows in your textbook about Constantinople. Okay. Okay. Can you locate Constantinople? Okay, now let's discuss about the features of Constantinople. Okay, so the first feature, Constantinople was the capital of Roman Empire. It is the first feature and it was the center of knowledge. It is the richest urban center in Turkey, in current Turkey. Okay, then Constantinople is the abode of scholars and preserved many valuable scholarly texts there. Then, and Constantinople is the gateway from Asia to Europe. These are the main features of Constantinople. Okay, I repeat. First of all, Constantinople was the capital of Eastern Roman Empire and it was the center of knowledge and it is the richest urban center in current Turkey. Okay, then Constantinople is the abode of scholars and preserved their valuable texts there. Then the last one, Constantinople is the gateway from Asia to Europe. So the scholars can migrate from Asia to Europe or from Europe to Asia. Okay, then we have to study the condition of scholars at the time of the decline of Roman Empire. Okay, then all of you listen. In 1453, when the Ottoman Turks conquered Constantinople, the scholars, artists and writers fled from Constantinople to nearby areas. Especially all of them migrated to Italy. Then here is a question. Why did they migrate Italy? What is the specialty of Italy at that time? Let's discuss. Okay, all of you listen. There are so many reasons behind the migration of scholars into Italy. Okay, which are they? Do you know? Okay, let's discuss. First of all, Italy was the center of wealth and culture during that time. Okay, then Italy was a country that upheld the rich Greek or Roman tradition. They were followed the tradition of Roman Empire. So the old scholars of the Roman Empire migrated to Italy because of these reasons. Okay, and the traders of Italy were the patrons of art, architecture and culture. So Italy is witnessed so many cultures like art, architecture and their wealth. Okay. And by the 13th century, Europe began to change from religion to knowledge. So basically, Italy witnessed such drastic change in many fields. Which are they? Okay, we can discuss. Okay, all of you listen carefully. We are going to study the changes from medieval to modern period in Europe. There are many features are there. The first change in Europe from medieval period to Europe is Renaissance. Okay, have you heard about the word Renaissance? What is the meaning of Renaissance? Yeah, by the name, it's a meaning of the Renaissance is correctly rebirth. Okay, rebirth of Europe, which means the Renaissance. Okay, then we know that in medieval period, the scholars used religious ideology in their art, literature and their history. Is it? So, but in Renaissance period, in modern period, the scholars used to write about the common people, which means they considered the common people in their literature. So in Renaissance period, scholars wrote about what is it, the humanism, the concept of humanism, and about the common people. And also in medieval period, the scholars used religion and then Christian languages like Greek, Latin, etc. But in Renaissance period, the scholars used regional languages like English and Spanish, French, and some other Italian languages. Okay, then they are also studied about whole earth. What is the origin of earth? What is the origin of earth? What are the features of earth? They could study about that in Renaissance period. So then first of all you have to study Renaissance in literature. Okay, then Renaissance in literature, we have to study about the first of all the father of Renaissance. First of all, I would say about the father of Renaissance. He is Petrarch. Who is it? Petrarch, the father of Renaissance. Okay, then he made a lot of songs about the common people. Is it? He considered the common people, the history of man, and by the songs he mentioned about the common people. And his important work is Secretum. What is it? Secretum. Then the second personality in literature is Boccaccio. Okay, Boccaccio is the scholar influenced by the father of Renaissance, Petrarch, and his main work is Decameron. What is it? Decameron. And he mentioned about the crucial role of feudal lords in medieval period in his work. His work mentioned about the feudal lords in medieval period. And the next scholar is Dante. He was famous poet in Italy. His main work is Divine Comedy. Okay, it is the Divine Comedy is in Italian language. He mentioned about the belief, friendship, love, patriotism, etc. in his work. His work's name is Divine Comedy. Okay, then first of all, in literature we can study the father of Renaissance is Petrarch. Who is the father of Renaissance? Petrarch. Okay, then his work's name is Secretum. Then the second one, Boccaccio. Boccaccio is the next scholar and his main work is Decameron. Okay, then the third personality in literature is Dante. Dante's main work is the Divine Comedy. Okay, I hope all of you understood well. Okay, then today we have to wind up this class. In the next class we have to study more and more in literature. Okay, thank you.